Back to Echo League Season 2. We're here for NAA between Tub Enthusiasts and Parallax Dota. It's Michael of Phoenix and, of course, backer for the first game of the season, Tendou. Tendou, how you doing?
I am doing perfectly fine. I just got off work, so I'm actually a little tired. But it's always good to watch decent games. I'm hoping these are gonna be good.
Oh, they're gonna be good. So you just got off work. I'm gonna go to work in like 3 hours. That's just great. Nevertheless,
Well, you
Hmm?
you can suffer while I get to enjoy my life, and I will suffer when you get to enjoy your life.
Mate, I'm fairly sure this is going to be an exciting game, and you can already tell because they've banned out the boring heroes. Nobody wants to see a bristleback in the game anymore. It's a boring hero. It's unkillable. It's good to see these heroes just get the hell out of there.
These are definitely good bands. Axe has been godlike this patch. Bristleback has been run by NP every game almost.
Well,
And I'm not sure about the Treant ban though, because Treant did get a pretty big nerf, and people haven't actually been running the Treant as much.
yeah, it's one of those weird ones. I don't know how people feel about it yet. Like some people aren't picking it up as much. Some people still are. Um, I don't know. I don't like it. I agree with you. I reckon it's crap. But I don't know. Maybe they just don't want to play against it. It's annoying to lane against.
Oh, it's for sure annoying to lane against. Well, with the fact that he's just invisible and he gets this, I think it was zero point 0.6 second root.
Yeah.
The first time I saw it, I got so confused because the root animation, it lasted longer than the actual root. So he had this root like around him, but he was moving around, and I was so confused.
It is really confusing. I think it's probably better we just don't see him. Like he's just an annoying laner. He's got this ridiculous base attack of 93 at level 1. It's just ugly to play against. It's ugly to watch. I was gonna say I'm a bit shocked because I haven't seen a Ricky played in a captain's mode draft in ages, and it's quite exciting to see a roaming Ricky again.
Ricky is always gonna be one of those good heroes, especially with the swap around like 10-20 patches ago, where Ricky's invisibility you can get at level 1. He becomes that alone gave Ricky so much more power to be run at a professional level, at a higher tier level.
Well, I can't disagree with you. He's much better, and I found that while I'm playing him, it's actually like really good. Just the harassment he does, he just has the whole package. I feel with the silence, like the cloud. You've got the ulti in case you need to escape. It's just a great hero. They nerfed him with like 5 movement speed. I think that was the last patch. He got a 5 movement speed nerf.
Uh, yes, but I don't think that's much of a nerf, because the point of Ricky, especially a 4 position Ricky, is the fact that you walk around and you throw down your smoke, because that smoke gives this mischance along with it silences the enemy hero that's in that cloud, right? This is especially good against caster heroes, Invoker, for instance, or Storm Spirit, Ember Spirit. Ricky is one of those godly heroes against those type of heroes until Force Staff is picked up. Then you just Force Staff out of Cloud, and then you run away.
Well, I'll tell you what, Tendo. I'm very excited now because they just picked up a position for Enigma, and I mean, it's really the caster's dream when you see an Enigma in the game. Am I wrong?
Yes, for sure. Now, if only Tub didn't go for the 2 supports in the first 2 picks, maybe they would have a Rubik to steal the black hole.
You are correct, but you know what I just noticed? There's a Ricky in the game. So this can't be a jungling Enigma, because if it is, I mean, Ricky's just going to follow him the whole time.
Yes, which comes down to the next point. Enigma, I believe, of course, this is off complete theory, But Enigma should be in that offlane position, whereas Clock is going to be that roaming support.
Oh, that's interesting. So you reckon we're going to have an offlane Enigma, which is something you don't see very often, but it can work.
It's actually seen pretty often in
Oh,
the European scene.
well, fair enough.
Enigma offlane is fairly popular in the European scene. Lower tier NA teams also pick it up. Higher tier NA teams don't seem to like this offlane Enigma, but it's one of those things where it's probably still okay, right?
Well, I mean, an offlane Enigma, like it's not the. I just feel like it's not the best offlaner in the sense that you've got no escape. You're not the tankiest hero in the world. Your Eidolons can be fed pretty easily, but it can work. Like, everyone's done it once in their lifetime, I'm sure. And you're right in saying I have seen it in the pro scene a few times. I didn't realize it was too big of a thing, but if it is, it is. I've got to say though, with that silencer pickup, I mean, this is a concern now. This is very concerning.
Oh, that silencer is really, really good. Especially with the fact that Invoker is also picked up. So you all of a sudden you get rid of basically 2 heroes with that silence. But that's only a 6-second window where you have to kill most of the enemy team. Most fights though don't last 6 seconds. So that's perfectly fine. The only thing I'm kind of concerned about is the fact that you're picking up an Enigma, an offlane Enigma against a Crystal Maiden. This means that you're gonna feed at least 1 Eidolon every time you use it. Maybe 2.
Yeah, it's I mean, this is just a hard game for Enigma. Very hard game, it feels like. The thing is, though, I mean, TUB enthusiasts, their draft is. It feels like it's either going to steamroll over Parallax or it's going to be so underwhelming. Like, that's just what it feels like. Like, if they don't hit their timings, they're screwed completely.
Tub definitely has the harder draft. Due to the fact that everything needs to be not so much perfect, but they need to execute it to a higher level than an average pub.
Well,
Because if they don't, then Parallax is just gonna steamroll through this game.
I can't disagree with you. I'm looking at both teams. Obviously, I'm looking at Parallax thinking I like their draft better, but Tub Enthusiast, it feels like they have the earlier style lineup. Like, it feels like Parallax probably a very mid-game orientated kind of lineup here.
Parallax has the more mid-game oriented, but Tub would be able to go to the ultra late because Troll will outcarry Luna. Not necessarily because Luna is weak or Troll is actually just stronger. It's the fact that Troll has this stupid 2-second bash. And he just walks up to you with whatever. He blinks up to you, he Shadow Blaze up to you, and he just bashes you until you're sent to oblivion.
Well, I mean, I love when it happens. You're playing the Troll Warlord, you start hitting somebody, next thing you know, you bash them permanently. It's always good. It feels good. Tendou, look at this.
It feels good, except when you're the one being bashed.
I can't disagree with you. Look at that, the Tower Showdown. Someone's
Pay to
someone
win.
spent a bit of money.
Pay to win.
Well, I'll go through the Radiant draft, you go through the Dire, so we'll go straight to Luna. So Luna being played by a man by the name of Tony Cappuccino. We have a Clockwork being played by Azosh, I think you pronounce it. Feed God, he'll be playing the Invoker. Aquafina will be on the Jakiro. And finally, the man we've got to watch, the Enigma, who's got a tough game, played by Crucial Taunt. And the Dire, if you could, please.
Yeah, on the Silencer, we have Milliflox. I'm hoping I'm not butchering any names here. On the Troll Warlord, we have Mina. Crystal Maiden, we have Airborne Man. On your offlane Nyx Assassin, you have ABC. Come on, man, you gotta get a better name. ABC. All right, and on your 4th position Ricky, we have Noah.
And he's already Noah's already out there doing a bit of scouting, but it doesn't look like he's planning to contest that bounty rune at all. He's probably a bit scared that the sentry's already down.
We say that, but unfortunately, there is no sentries. Oh, there's one sentry on the Jakiro.
It's going to be interesting to see how he goes. Like, the thing is, if the Ricky gets off to a good start, I mean, the thing is with Ricky is that it feels like they can almost carry the game at some point if they get a good start.
That would go for most of your 4 position supports. Your 4 position supports end up being like this 4th core that wasn't meant to be there.
Yeah, that's a good point actually. Yeah.
So when you're very, very far ahead, that 4 position comes online so much faster. It's insane.
Well, what's very interesting here, Tendou, is I'm looking at the bot lane. And Crucial Taunt on the Enigma is on the safe lane, and they're aggressive tri-laning here on the off lane.
That is a very, very smart decision, I would say. Because as I was saying, the Enigma would feed an Eidolon, maybe 2 Eidolons to Crystal Maiden alone, due to the Crystal Maiden's Frostbite, right? Now they've escaped that by just disappearing completely. Like, he's nowhere near the Crystal Maiden now.
Yeah, I mean, I've got to agree with you. It's an excellent laning decision here. I mean, Enigma, it felt like on the offlane he was going to get nothing. Look at mid lane actually. Feed God's getting dived on at by a level 1 silencer. No, level 2, and he almost goes down. The Sunstrike comes down though, and Azosh, he's there as well. Meliflox, he's in trouble now. But I don't think Azosh can actually catch up, and he actually gets a kill somehow. Wow. My goodness.
It was Arcane's Curse. Arcane's Curse does 14 tick damage for, I believe it was 6 seconds. Yeah, and then on top of that, you casted Invoker casted the Sunstrike after it was on him, which then increases it by another 4 seconds, and that's what got him.
My goodness, what a start.
If Invoker didn't cast Sunstrike, he would have lived.
Well, I've got to say top lane, Noah's been chased up right now, and in fact they're going to turn on to Mina, and I think Mina's screwed here. He can't really get away from this one, and he will go down. He sacrificed himself for the sake of the Ricky.
Unfortunately, with this decision that Parallax made with the aggro trialing, the Troll Warlord, Mina, is going to have a horrible, horrible time. Absolutely god-awful time. So Troll is a weak laner, whereas Luna, just with her passive, her Luna Blessing, all of a sudden, she's that much stronger.
Oh, Sunstrike bot lane, ABC goes down, but I was going to ask you, so in terms of laning stage, I mean, it looks like Parallax has got the right idea, but, I mean, actually, as I say that, Azosh, he comes mid lane, and now Meliflox, he's in a bit of trouble when he's not getting out. The Cogs is there, and he'll get taken down, and Azosh will actually pick up the last hit as well, but, I mean, I was about to ask you, do they have the better laning stage, and I guess the answer is slowly becoming a yes.
It's becoming more and more of a yes.
I was going bot lane, crucial taunt.
Yeah. 2 TPs.
Sorry,
2
you were
cancel
saying?
TPs. With this aggro trialing decision, Parallax definitely has the better laning stage. And I really like what Tob is doing here. They can't secure the troll anything. They can't. It's impossible. Well, there's nothing that they can do to actually save the lane for Mina here.
Yeah, well, I mean, I was going to say that they've probably done the right thing here by, starting to get some roaming going. Noah goes mid lane, gets a quick kill on the Invoker. And we got to remember as well, the Silencer gets -2 in every time, and that can stack up pretty fast if you're not careful.
Oh, that can definitely stack up really fast. That's why a lot of people don't actually run the mid lane silencer, but rather the
Yeah, Meliflox looks like he's going to go down. Cogs is going to come in, and yeah, he's not getting away from this one. In fact, they cancel a TP there. So a bit of revenge, but like you were saying.
yeah, silencer is used usually in an aggro tri-lane where, or sorry, especially in a tri-lane versus tri-lane situation where both teams are probably gonna get a lot of deaths, a lot of kills. Silencer then stacks up his passive really well, and bottom lane.
Yeah, no, I'm watching the bot lane. It's easy kill for them. There was no way he was getting away from that. I was just letting you finish your sentence before I interrupt a second time. But I might have to because Feed God's getting jumped on. And it's Ricky again who's made the jump. The smoke cloud, it looks like there will be enough. Another -2 in. And in fact, they're going to try and chase after Noah now. They lose some beam coming out. Not quite killing him off quite yet. And the sentry expires as well. They'll get the kill onto Tony. And now the Clockwork's going to lose his life. It's a triple kill for Meliflox. And we were just talking about how that ink can start stacking up if they're not careful. And I think they didn't take the warning very well. Because they're just giving it away now.
That wasn't so much a giving away. That was actually really well played. The Luna coming in, unfortunately there was no sentry. The sentry had expired like I believe a minute ago, so unfortunately the Ricky Invis just faded. He just faded out of sight, and the Luna didn't get the kill on the Ricky, which resulted in the silencer. He does tons of damage. God knows how much damage does.
Yeah.
But and then the clock came in to save the Luna. That was actually beautiful. But Ricky with that godly play with the smoke cloud into the cogs.
Look at top lane.
Beautiful.
Tendou, look at top lane. Mina, he's in trouble. He's salving up. He's in the trees right now. He uses the whirling axes. There comes Airborne as well. They're going to try and frostbite up this Clockwork. And actually, Tony's getting jumped on by Noah right now. Azosh, he's trying to help out, but Tony's in a bit of trouble. If they can get the frostbite, he's going down, but CM's out of range now. Azosh will be the target. Mina, he comes back in, the whirling axes as well, and looks like the Clockwork will be the collateral damage. Meanwhile, mid lane, there's a bit of action. Meliflox again, he's going to get taken down this time, but he'll get the Invoker first, so another bit of int stolen. My goodness, there's a lot of action going around this map right now.
This is exactly what you'd expect with a support Clock and a support Ricky. These two roaming supports do so much work. It creates so much aggression in this early game. I don't know when it's gonna die down.
Well, I mean, I wanted to give a quick shout out. Brazius Golf is here. He's said MLP stands for Major League Player, and he's given me a cheer, Tendou. This is the first cheer I've ever had, which is very exciting. In the mid lane, it looks like Aquafina. He's in a bit of trouble. Not again, Meliflox. I mean, the man's getting smarter with every kill. This is not looking good, Tendou.
That was just unfortunate. Because of this ward in this lane, in the mid lane, from the dire side. The Jakir just walked under a ward.
Look at this Noah, top lane. He's dusted up. He's trying to run, but he's so slow. And Tony with the Lucent Beam. They don't actually go for the kill because the dust wears off. Oh, now that's a shame. And in fact, bot lane, ABC will get a kill. Sunstrike coming in, ABC! Oh, he gets taken down as well. So there's so much revenge kills going on here. But my goodness, it's hard to keep up. Very exciting game, Tendou.
This is why I love Dota. Especially at a higher tier, everything happens so fast, but everything is so well organized. That's what makes Dota Dota. You're not gonna find this in any other game.
I can't disagree with you. I cannot. And as we say that, Feed God, he senses something because he's backing off near the tower again. Noah is in the area. Azosh comes in as well. They know something's wrong here. Airborne. He throws out the Nova. And that'll be it. He kind of indicates he's there as well. But they know Noah's around. They actually just pinged him.
They know Noah's around. Yes, because Noah stood in a spot where it blocked the Clockwork from moving. So it was a dead obvious. Yep, he's right there. Guys, he's right there. Why do we not have True Sight?
Well, there goes the
What is
tower.
True Sight?
They're gonna jump on. They're gonna jump on the Invoker again, and Meliflox is trying to get into range, but Azosh is there. The Blink Strike out. Aquafina, he comes in as well. Airborne, he has to be careful. The Ice Path, the Rocket comes out as well. The Sunstrike completely whiffed, but they'll take out Aquafina at the least. Now Noah, he's jumping onto Azosh, and Azosh is just chasing Airborne right now. Gets the cogs off, but he can't get enough damage. The Frostbite comes out as well, and Meliflox looks like it's another kill for him. No, Noah will get it, but 18 stolen intelligence, 10 minutes in, Tendou.
Absolutely beautiful. Bottom lane?
Well, bottom lane, ABC gets a kill. I mean, Enigma hasn't been having the best time, let's be honest. But, I mean, still, his team... Well, his team's actually not having the best time either. Sunstrike barely misses the kill. But, yeah, no, look, Radiant, we thought they had the better draft, but they're really struggling at the moment.
The execution from this Riki has been solid. Absolutely solid. If there was an MVP as of this 10-minute mark, it would have been the Riki for sure, without a single doubt. Those smoke clouds, the timing of the smoke clouds, the positioning of the smoke clouds, absolutely beautiful. There was nothing. Riki has barely made a single mistake. The only mistake he's probably made is blocking. Oh,
yeah,
sorry, top lane.
Zosh, he gets caught out, and Noah, he's going to be there as well, and that's the trouble. Like you were saying, the Riki is basically the MVP right now, and he seems to be in the right places at the right time every single time. Like he has not failed with that at all.
Yeah, that's the wonder of it. Being able to do bash.
Yeah, what? Oh, he gets it! Oh, Tony! Oh, talk about a Castle's Curse, Tendou. And bot lane, there's some action as well. Meliflox will actually lose his life, but he gets 2 kills. No, actually 1. Airborne now will be the next target, but, I mean, my goodness, that bash. And actually, bot lane's still going. Azosh, he hooks in. In the back lines as well, we see ABC trying to get a kill onto the Invoker. We'll end up doing it. And now Noah, he's chasing Aquafina, so they turn it around again. I think this might be the 3rd time the fight's getting turned around, and my goodness, 4 down for the side of the Radiant. They just can't win a team fight.
The worst part is the fact that Black Hole was committed.
Yeah.
In that bottom lane fight.
It was indeed. I didn't even notice that. It was probably so short that we didn't even pick it out.
It was definitely really short. It was cancelled by the CM's freeze.
I mean, this is
and
just...
that's one of the troubles of playing Enigma. Where, a channeled spell. A channeled spell is so easily cancelable. You use Bane, you sleep the target. You use CM, you frostbite the target. You silence the target. Any of these, all of a sudden, that channeled ulti doesn't do anything.
Oh, ABC, he finds Aquafina. Feed God is there, but Aquafina gonna lose his life. The frostbite is there. They'll get taken down, and in fact, Airborne Man will be the one that gets the last hit. So the Crystal Maiden getting a bit of love there, but like you said, just things not going too well. They're going to jump onto the Troll Wall or top lane, but Mina, I think he might be able to walk this one off because they're not committing the Eclipse. Sunstrike comes in. Now the Global Silence is there as well. A lot of rotations coming in. Noah, he's not going to make it in time to make the jump, but not committing the Eclipse for the Troll Warlord kill.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, ABC, good stun. But I think that
ABC,
might be...
you cheeky little bastard.
But like I was saying, why did they not just commit the Eclipse?
Due to the fact that Troll was actually a little too far. If the Luna were to cast Eclipse, she wasn't going to move fast enough to actually catch up to the Troll, to actually kill the Troll.
Yeah, I guess
along with the fact that he was too close to the tower.
That's a good point, I guess. Maybe, yeah. It probably would have been a complete waste. I just thought, I mean, I guess if there was no rotations coming in, they probably would have been able to chase past the tier 1. You know, with the loosened beams and things like that. But they had to let it go. They're pushing the tier 1 now on the dire end. They realize they've got a big lead here. I mean, it's 19-7. Like, that's a bit ridiculous for 14 minutes in. Mid lane was being pushed in, but Crucial Taunt will have to back off because you don't want to mess with Meliflox, and he's already got an Orchid Tender on the Silencer.
That is excellent. Not only do you get the magical burst damage at the very end.
Did not even see ABC get the kill there, but I suppose Vendetta does the job, and Crucial Taunt goes down. You were saying about the
Sorry,
Orchid.
that was the Vendetta with the double damage. Let's get that straight here.
My goodness, again? Noah gets killed this time? Oh, he just ran into a sentry, unfortunately for him. But yeah, like you were saying, the Orchid Malevolence, 14 minutes in.
That's absolutely godly.
Mm.
You get a soul burn damage. 30% of the damage received. And this guy is doing tons of damage. Absolutely tons of damage. But here's what I'm concerned about. We have Ricky, who has a passive silence, Cloak and Dagger. We have Nyx Assassin with a Vendetta, ulti silence. And now the silencer is going for a Shadow Blade.
Mm.
I'm not sure what the logic is here, but it's almost as if they think that Parallax are retards and they're not going to buy True Sight ever.
Well, it's like the old saying goes, Tendou, don't put all your eggs in one basket, and that might be their downfall at the end of the day. They might get all these invis items, they commit to it, and next thing you know, a gem gets picked up, and then they can't do anything with them. But I mean, at this point, maybe he's probably just going for the Silver's Edge, even though he doesn't really need it. I don't know. Maybe he's just a silencer spammer, and he knows exactly what he's doing, and we look like idiots. Feed God bot lane. He's going to get jumped on here. You can look at the positioning. Ricky will literally run through the tier 2 to go for this. They do get a good TP off, though. And in fact, there's rotations coming in now. This could be bad. The Eclipse committed. But I think Luna's in a bit of trouble here. They're hitting creeps. And there's the silence onto Enigma. So Black Hole is not coming out. Now Azosh will be the target. He hooks in, cancels the ulti, but it doesn't matter. He goes down. That's 3 down. And that felt like a good rotation, Tendou.
That was actually a really bad rotation. Not because the rotation was bad, but because Invoker actually TP'd out just before they TP'd in.
Well, ABC will lose his life here. Oh, no, he did Vendetta, but then he stunned out of it. Never mind, Meliflox, he'll come back in, get the Jakiro, and they're going to make this rotation even better for the side dire end. Feed God, he's going to back off, and Ricky decides he won't dive this tower, but, I mean, it's just... Things are getting from bad to worse here, and it's just not looking very good right now for the Radiant.
All these mistakes, they lead down to the simple thought of a communication issue. Invoker was in trouble. The team TP's over for him, but he TP's out. So all of a sudden, you're fighting without your Invoker in that fight. You don't have that Meteor. You have a Sunstrike at most. You don't have an Ice Wall. You don't have a Tornado. You have nothing. You just have a Sunstrike. All of a sudden, Invoker has, I believe, was about 400 damage? 412, I believe. Yes, it's not maxed out, so 412 damage.
Oh, top lane. Crucial Taunt. He's going to go down straight away. The Vendetta, just enough. They're just... Such an easy kill to take out the Enigma. We're already having GG War played callouts from Brazos Golf in the chat, but I mean, it sure looks that way at the moment. But I'm not counting the Radiant out quite yet. Like we talked about at the start, before the game started. I mean, they have probably a good mid lane, but a mid game lineup. Tony, he's getting jumped on right now, but the Invoker comes in with the meatball. The Spike Carapace, and actually Ricky will just jump in, get the kill, and BMs at the end of the day. Oh, and they're going to keep going here. Yep, the Ice Path hits the Nyx, but it doesn't really matter. Now Meliflox, he's in the back lines there getting the Clockwork, and Clockwork may go down here. He's ticking out, and I think he's screwed unless he gets to that shrine. He will end up making it in time. So, very close call, but it looks like it's not stopping. ABC jumps in onto Aquafina. The Enigma's there, he has the Black Hole, but he just can't find the positioning for it. And they'll get another Q onto the Jakiro, and I mean, it's just... There's no Black Hole because he can't do it. There's just too many things to stop.
That was incredible. That was absolutely incredible. Enigma actually had the positioning for the black hole. But that positioning got disrupted because Nyx was under Midnight Pulse, and he used his spiked Carapace, which stunned the Enigma for 1.2 seconds, giving them enough time to disposition the Enigma.
Yeah, I mean, they're just not giving them a chance at the moment. 27-9 Silencer, 28 stolen intelligence right now. He's got the Shadow Blade. A crucial taunt. He goes for a Midas. I mean, what's the opinion on this one? And actually, you might have to hold on to that one because ABC, he goes for a double stun. He's going after Invoker while he's surrounded. He'll get the kill, Meliflox. Now the Global Silence comes out. They'll get the Lunar as well, and Aquafina. He'll be the next target. In fact, they'll let him go. No, Meliflox says he won't. He wants to go for that kill. And if he can catch up with that slow, I think that'll be it. No, good hook in from Azosh, but how long can he try and hold this? He gets killed off, and now Jakira's going to be the next target. One more hit and he goes down, and there it'll be. Triple kill for Meliflox now, and he's on 36 int, my apologies, not 28 anymore. I was going to ask you, is the Midas really great right now on the Enigma? It feels like it's just a bit underwhelming.
We used to say that Hand of Midas is used for experience, not so much money. But with the recent change to Hand of Midas, where it got changed to 240 gold and 1.75 experience, I think it was, and it got nerfed a little to 200 gold and 1.85 experience. But this is probably your best option, to be completely honest. Because you're not going to go for a BKB. That's what he needs. He needs a BKB. But you're not going to go for a BKB. Not at this stage of the game. When you can't even position yourself in there. When you don't even have your blink.
I mean, I can't
the Midas,
Yep.
The Midas is going to be your best bet. Because you're going to have to think of the late game. Because you've already lost your early game. So hard that you lost what was supposed to be
look at this,
your mid lane.
Tendou, look at this. Noah, he's literally going for a solo kill into 4 right now. Crucial Taunt gets away, but now the Troll's coming in, and it looks like they want to have a go here. 1 versus 5, and the Radiant are running off. Can you believe this? And they're actually going to come in. Meliflox with the Shadow Blade comes straight into the Luna. The Silence is there as well. The Meatball does come in, but it doesn't really connect too much. The Ice Path, Troll Warlord, he's literally running into them saying, let's have a go. And in fact, the Jakiro will go down. Feed God, he looks like he's about to go down. It's 3 down so far. The Ghost Walk is there, but he's still dying while he's in that. And he might just lose his life. The TP out, but it might not be enough. He will lose his life to Noah. Enigma's the only one that walks out, but God knows he can't defend by himself. And this might be a Rax at this point.
That was absolutely beautiful. The only thing that I have to concern for Parallax right now is the fact that Global Silence was not even popped.
You're actually right, it wasn't. Oh my god. This is so bad. Meliflox, they're coming in. I mean, with that Battle Trance, it's not going to take very long to take down a tower. The question is, will they go for the Rax afterwards? And the other question is, can the Radiant stop it? I guess they're going to try here, but their gun jumped in on Noah will be the first one in. They'll take out the Jakiro. Enigma thinking about the Black Hole, but doesn't commit at Mina. He'll get Tony as well. And I think this might be GG perhaps. And they do call it. They've had enough. There's the Black Hole.
Oh, there's the Black Hole! That's get cancelled by Global.
They couldn't even let him have that one. They wouldn't even let him have that one at the end.
Come on, guys. You guys had to give him that one.
Well,
I know you guys picked up the silence. I know you guys saved the Global Silence for the Black Hole specifically, but come on, guys. Give him a break. Let him have his moments.
How did you, while I'm making the lobby, how did you feel about that game?
That game was excellent. Both sides actually did really, really well, considering. It was the only difference it ended up being is the fact that Ricky did more than the clock. I don't think this was so much of a player-to-player thing, but rather a hero-to-hero thing, where Ricky is invis, so you have to get those sentries to prevent him from coming in. Whereas you're already preventing the clock from coming in because you already have observers to scout out any rotations. Whereas you need a observer and a sentry to scout the Ricky rotation. And that's what came down. That's what it came down to, where Ricky was simply the better hero here, comparative to Clock.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, there's literally nothing I can disagree with you there. I completely agree. A pretty big stomp, in my opinion, but hopefully we can see something different in the next game. We've got the lobby up. You and me, we're gonna take a 5-minute break while we wait for the boys to join the lobby. So, guys, if you want to see game 2, stick around. And we'll be back in a few minutes once both teams are in the lobby. Of course, you can see the lobby, so you know when we're going to start. So, be right back with you guys soon. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Game 2 of this Best of 2 series. I'm back here with Tendou. Tendou, how are you doing after Game 1?
Game 1 was amazing. absolutely amazing. I'm very, very proud of both teams. Not so much because of how they played it. Well, I guess it is because it was so fast. Everything was so fast. There was always action, and this is what makes Dota the best game ever.
Well, I can't disagree with you. Things were great. Things were fast. Tub
Uh,
enthusiasts. Yep.
we need to remake actually.
Why?
You gave Dyer first pick.
Oh,
They were
did I
supposed to be second
really?
pick.
Oh gosh. All right, remake.
Uh,
I thought everything was the same. Well, that's embarrassing because we're streaming, but so everything is it is screwed, yeah.
yes, it is screwed.
My bad. All right, I guess we'll do it again. Well, I'm not gonna mute the stream again, so the world knows that I screwed up. I mean, the amount of reconfirmations we did, and I still managed to screw that up. This is why I don't like doing lobbies, Tendou.
Well, I don't have ticket privileges, so unfortunately.
Alright, so Radiant's a starting team. And, yeah, alright, I see where we went wrong. Are you one player AFK? Are you serious? We just started the game. Oh, that's my fault. Well, I guess I'm going to mute the stream until we start again because I feel embarrassed. So, we'll be right back with you guys in just a second. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we're back after that embarrassing lobby issue. That was my fault. I'm back with Tendou. Tendou, how you doing after game one?
Well, as I was saying, of course, game one was absolutely beautiful. Well played by both teams. It was so fast paced, and this is what I love about Dota. It's the fact that it can go super fast, or it could be so slow, and then all of a sudden there's this unexpected burst of momentum, and then it just stops, and then everything just stops. Everyone's back to farming, and all of a sudden there's another like huge team fight, and there's only ever team fights. Otherwise, there's like 20-30 minutes of farming time in between every fight.
Oh, I'll tell you what, it was absolutely beautiful to watch. Now, look at that. There's a respect silencer ban. I've just got to reply to Brazius Golf. We can be friends on Steam after this game. I don't even know why we aren't yet. So we'll sort that out after this game. But that's a respect silencer ban. Like, it doesn't get much more respect than that.
That's a definitely worthy ban. That silencer was God. He was a god in that last game.
I'm a bit shocked. I mean, we were talking, though, like, we were saying that Ricky was really, like, I mean, at least half the game he was MVP, for sure. And then, not banned out. Like, and they look at that first pick straight away, they realize, of course we're going to choose this again. We dominated the game with it last game. I
think that Parallax just aren't afraid of the Ricky. Because, like I was saying, that Ricky is beautiful. It's one of those things where it's really, really good early game, and then it falls off completely when you get a Force Staff. Because the biggest point of Ricky is the smoke cloud.
Yeah. Well, I mean, look, I was going to say maybe they allowed the Ricky on purpose simply due to the fact that they're going to choose a Night Stalker who, I suppose he's a natural gem carrier. So the Ricky might be a problem for the first 15-20 minutes. But after that, I mean, you've got a Night Stalker who's guaranteed to get a gem. So maybe they allowed it to happen.
But at the same time, you're picking up a Night Stalker against a Disruptor. It's really good when you pop your ulti, because when you pop your ulti as a Night Stalker, the wards give barely any vision, and it doesn't allow the Disruptor to glimpse you back. But unless you pop your ulti, even during nighttime, those wards have like normal vision. So you'll be easily glimpsed back to a point where if you do get a gem, you're probably just gonna lose the gem.
That's a good point. Like, that's correct. Like, Disruptor really can just glimpse you anyway. It's not going to be the easiest game for a Night Stalker, I suppose. It's hard to say. If a Night Stalker gets an amazing start, it just never ends until like 30 minutes in. But if he gets a terrible start, then it's completely useless as a hero.
Not only... Oh, actually... Could this possibly be a 4-position Night Stalk?
You could be right. I mean, it's not rare to see that, is it?
It's not. Especially with the fact that it has a mini stun. It has a silence. And then at nighttime, all of a sudden, this Night Stalker is like a race car.
Yeah.
He's a new Bloodseeker. And he just runs at you, and along with that, with the new passive, it used to be a passive, the Hunter in the Night. He can actually fly through trees, fly through cliffs, and that is gonna be the game changer, I believe.
It's a big deal, like that change with the Night Stalker. That's a to me, it's a very big deal. Like, it just offers a lot more for the hero. We see a Monkey King pickup, which is it's slightly unusual these days. And there's a Beastmaster now, which is another pick that you don't see that often anymore. But it looks like Parallax is going for the sort of like early to mid game orientated lineup, and Tub just saying, you know, they just want to roam and fight a lot, I guess.
I'm not sure how to look at this, actually. Both sides have really awkward lineups at the moment. I believe that this Monkey King is an offlane Monkey King. Due to the fact that... Oh, I played against this, actually. Monkey King just goes into the trees. He hides up in the trees, and he just saps experience. He doesn't do anything in the lane. He just saps experience. He gets uncontested experience. So those denies are gonna be very crucial.
Yeah.
The carry getting those denies is gonna be very, very crucial. But at the same time, the denies also got nerfed in the sense that they don't give 50% experience anymore. They give 70. So that 20% experience buff is probably going to be the game changer for that Monkey King offlane. And Monkey King is one of those heroes that scales really well with levels.
Yeah. I can't, I mean, it is one of those good, it is one of those offlaners, like you said, he can literally just sit in a tree and sap experience, with the deny changes. Obviously, like, he'll get essentially less XP now, but, I mean, I don't know, like, an offlane Monkey King, it feels slightly underwhelming in comparison to other offlaners you could pick up.
For sure. The problem with the offlane Monkey King, where the Monkey King kind of sits up in the trees, is the fact that supports are free to roam. So that Crystal Maiden could be jungling. That Night Stalker could be ganking the mid or ganking the offlane. And your carry is still getting free farm. But once the fact that they realize that the supports are gone, Monkey King all of a sudden has that one-on-one lane presence with Jingu Mastery. With a Jingu Mastery, which I assume he'll get at level 2, he'll actually be able to do a lot.
Yeah, no, I mean, I can't disagree with you. There's a Terror Blade, very, very early to mid-game orientated now. You've got the Night Stalker, you've got the Beastmaster Terrorblade combo for the push. I mean, and you've got the Crystal Maiden with the mana aura, so they're never going to be out of mana. I mean, I like this draft from Parallax in comparison to the last one. This one's a lot more, let's not depend on one ultimate, like one black hole, but, as a team, we can do things without, with short cooldowns.
You were saying that it wasn't very mid-game oriented, but I feel like this is more late-game oriented. Yes, Terrorblade is strong during the mid-game, but he's even stronger during that late game. So that Terrorblade all of a sudden gives them that mid to late game superpower.
Yeah.
And he transforms with the Metamorphosis basically to a Super Saiyan, and he just wails people down.
Super Saiyan. Yeah, look, I can't disagree with you here. Look, yeah, he never gets bad. That's the thing. Terrorblade is just always a good hero. I mean, you could probably argue maybe in like the extremely late game, maybe he drops off a bit, but I don't know. Like, he's a great hero, and I think from what I'm seeing here, I think Parallax they're going for the mid game finish. Like, they don't want to wait. But at the same time, Tub Enthusiasts, they've got a draft that could probably deal with it. Like, they're not, like, they get online pretty early, so I don't know if it's actually going to be too much of an issue for them anyway.
On the side of Tub, it's gonna come down to how well the laning stage goes for the Ember Spirit. If the Ember Spirit gets a good laning stage, the Ember is gonna dominate the entire game. And it's gonna shut down the Terrorblade. Because Terrorblade has a very, very high armor. I think it was like 7 armor. It's absolutely ridiculous. But he has a very, very low base HP. Which means if you have the magical burst for it, you kill Terrorblade pretty fast.
Yeah, I mean, like in terms of magic defense, he's got basically nothing. Yeah, so with that low HP, I mean, an Ember Spirit's going to dominate him, but, I mean, that's pretty disgusting. There's a Viper pick now.
Parallax Dota. You disappoint me.
Oh, hello!
Whoa.
That is that's the let me show you how to play Enigma pick, is what I like to call it. What are you thinking? Who's got the better draft?
Okay, they just picked up their heroes. Mina was their carry player. So maybe that's a safe lane Ember and a mid lane Monkey King. But if that's a mid lane Monkey King, that's a Monkey King going up against a Viper. I see Parallax winning this one
Really?
almost without a doubt, actually.
Really? Well, I mean, so you think Parallax has got this game in the bag? I think you're right in terms, like, they do have a much stronger lineup in my opinion. 100%, and there's a lot of emphasis on this Ember to play well. In fact, I don't even know how they're going to lane this yet. We'll find out very soon, but the beauty of a black hole, right, is that, you know, it can really turn a game around in an instant. So I definitely wouldn't count Tub out of the game quite yet at all, but let's do the lineup. I'll call out the rating, you call out Dice. So this time around, I believe it's the same way. It's Feed God. He'll be playing on the Viper. We've got Tony Cappuccino. He'll be on that safe lane Terrorblade. We have Azosh. He's playing the Night Stalker this time around. Crucial Taunt. He'll be on the Beastmaster instead of the Enigma. And finally, we have Aquafina. He's on that support Crystal Maiden. And the Dire, if you could please.
We have Milliflox on that safe lane Monkey King. So they basically swapped up between their mid and their carry player. Ricky is being played by Noah again. And this, we saw what he did last game with that Ricky. This is going to be insane. And Mina playing on that mid lane Ember Spirit. Airborne? Yeah, Airborne Man on that Disruptor. And ABC on that Enigma. On that let me show you how to play Enigma.
That I'm telling you, I know that style of pick because I'm the kind of guy that would do it. That is the legitimate mind, they're playing. It's a psychological thing, and they've actually found Noah here. Noah, he's trying to steal the bounty rune, and I think he could be in trouble. I don't know if he's going to go invis fast enough. There's another 2 seconds. Is he going to make it? Have they got a sentry? No, they don't, and he salves up immediately. And excuse the noise, it appears there's a garbage truck behind my house, which is a bit annoying. Hopefully it's not too,
I don't hear it.
Oh, good. Well, that's a positive. Then I can only hear it. But, yeah, close call for Noah.
Very close call. He made the mistake of not pressing S. Because when you're trying... Ooh, Noah?
Yeah, he's playing with fire, this man. And, I mean, he's going to walk this one off, but I think he might be making a run back to the base. And my god, is that garbage truck getting annoying. Bot lane, it's an off-lane Enigma. Now, this is what we thought we would see last time. He hasn't got that hard of a laner to go up against, though, right? I mean, there's the Crystal Maiden, which is a problem. But at the end of the day, he seems to be alright for the time being.
The best part about Enigma is not the fact that you can last it with that demonic conversion. It's the fact that you can deny your hero, your creeps. You deny that range creep at minute 0. You go back and you deny that range creep again. All of a sudden, there's no creeps. Because the range creep gives the most experience in the lane. All of a sudden, you have this equal experience going both ways because you've denied that range creep.
Yeah, that's a good point, actually. That I didn't even think about how strong that was in a lane. I was just about to say, good news. We've got
lane?
Johnny, top lane, Airborne. He's in a bit of trouble. The Boundless Strike does help, and of course the Kinetic Field holds them in place. They're going to keep chasing, though. Airborne, he's very slow. And Azosh, no, Crucial Taunt will get the kill. But a good little start from Parallax. And I was just about to say, good news, Tendou. John's joined the chat. So John X5 is here. Hello, John. Always good to see Johnny.
Johnny.
Oh,
Johnny, I
boy.
saw your scrim. I saw how you lost.
Let's not talk about that. Let's not talk about the John Treant plays. For the love of God, my heart can't handle watching it anymore. Uh, anyway, let's stop flaming John. Azosh, he's getting chased up right now. Noah, he was a bit too slow, but eventually he'll get there. Looks like Crucial Taunt though. He might be in trouble. Noah, he's got the Blink Strike. They do also have the Kinetic Field and they catch him in place. Thanks to the Boundless Strike holding him for a second. And Crucial, he's just going to lose his life. And in fact, they'll take the ball with them as well. Things are looking okay though. It's 1 for 1. Not too bad for either side. And I've got to say, we're only 3 minutes in, but it does feel like the game may go a bit slower this time around, Tendou.
The unfortunate part is the fact that Beastmaster, despite getting First Blood, is level 3. He just hit level 3. And this Enigma is on level 4.
Wow.
So the difference in offlaner is apparent. Because that's a whole level and a bit higher.
Yeah.
The problem here now regards to this mid lane. This Viper is about half a level, approximately, above the Ember. So this Ember is actually defending for himself pretty well.
Well, I was about to make the comment on how like the Viper's really making him struggle for it, but I've got to admit he has not died, and it's been a few close calls. But I mean, he's down by 6 last hits, but this is as good as you're going to get laning against the Viper with an Ember Spirit. Top lane though, Crucial Taunt, he's going a bit far. And Noah's there now. The Boundless Strike comes out. The Kinetic Field, bit misplaced. There's no Glimpse quite yet, which is rather surprising, but he has not hit level 3, and that will cost him a kill. Meanwhile, mid lane, we were just talking about Mina doing well, but unfortunately he's going to get ganked up. Azosh, he comes in at that 4-minute mark due to the night time, and they get that big kill on the Ember Spirit. And bot lane now, Tony Cappuccino jumps in with the Metamorphosis. ABC trying to fight this one. Has not got a Black Hole, but he's actually going to get a kill here. Tony Cappuccino, he's going to back off. He underestimated the Eidolons. He salves up now. Noah's there, though. And this is bad for Tony, I think. He's being jebaited here. And he's going to go down. And that's a mass... I mean, it's an offlane Enigma ending up killing off a Terrorblade.
What? That Cloud... This Ricky is a god. That Cloud literally just saved ABC's life. Because that Cloud gives that movement slow. It's a level 1 Cloud, so it's a 10% movement slow. But it's a 40% miss rate. 40%. That's almost as good as a PA's evasion. Top lane?
Yeah, airborne. He TP's out. He might make it out of this one. No, he won't. Meliflox tried his best to try and help him out, but it's a level 1 Boundless Strike, so the stun's not very long. It looks like mid lane. There's a jump in from Feed Good, or Feed God, I should say, Mina. Again, the Cloud from Noah, though, really saves the day. And, I mean, we talked about this. Ricky, he's always in the right position. This man knows exactly what he's doing. I was just going to say quickly, I believe John's asking why he can only play the stream in 720p. That's because when you're not a partner, you can only have one quality, and 720p is a good average for people with bad internet. Hence why I keep it at 720p rather than 1080. I was going to say mid lane, Azosh almost gets ganked up by Mina, but yeah, anyway, as a Noah, absolute Ricky God.
Noah is a god, period. It's not even just Ricky. It's the fact that it's almost as if he sees the whole map the way we see it. He knows exactly where everybody is.
And for the record, on that note, there is a 5-minute delay on the stream. You were saying? Oh no, sorry, there's a team fight. They committed a big stun there. Meliflox looks like he might lose his life. The balls are slowing him down. The Boundless Strike comes out. He actually turns around to fight this one. Noah, He's going to keep going. The glimpse in on Crucial Taunt, and he's going down. Meliflox still not losing his life here. Jumps in the tree, salves up, jumps back in with the Primal Spring. The Viper's here now, but it's too late because Ember's joined in as well. And the Smoke Cloud again, really saving the day. Feed God, he's going to really be regretting this decision. And yeah, it's not going to help with the Fairy Fire. He's going down. I mean, my goodness, what a bad team fight for the Radiant side again.
Once again, Smoke Cloud. Smoke Cloud, 40% miss rate. This needs a nerf. I'm going to be honest with you guys. This needs a nerf. Meliflox was supposed to have died there. The only reason why he didn't die is because Viper missed that last hit with his maxed out poison attack, which would have been way more than enough to kill off Meliflox. But he missed. Plain and simple, he missed.
Yeah.
And that's the reason why he was able to get out.
Yeah, well, I mean, what can you say? Noah is just, I mean, he's just on point. And I said, why the hell wouldn't you ban the Riki? And this is what happens when you don't ban the Riki. I mean, I feel like they think they can counter it, but the man's just too good at his job. Now they're pushing bot lane, and they've got those Eidolons there, and well, now they wear off, but they're going to come back in a second. They find Tony Cappuccino, and he TP's out, but Boundless Strike will get the stun, and Tony, he doesn't have Sunder yet. He's not level 6. Again, the smoke comes in, and Tony, he's going down. Feed God, he TP's in to try and help out. Azosh is there as well, but I think they're in trouble here. Noah, he gets ulted up by the Viper, so he's going to lose his life. There's no Black Hole from Enigma. He's not in position, and Meliflox, he's probably shouting his team right now, saying, get the hell back. And they end up getting out of there, just losing a Riki for the sake of getting a TB kill. Probably worth it.
Definitely worth it. Only problem is, Terrorblade is worth 183 gold. Riki is worth 230.
Oh, Aquafire mid lane, or Aquafina, my apologies, mid lane. He's actually, no, Mina's in trouble now. He invises up. He had an invis in the bottle, and I think he can walk this one. If he's going back in for Aquafina, he really wants that Crystal Maiden kill, and she's going to walk it off. And good night, Irene. That was a bit greedy. He could have walked that one off, but he just kept chasing for the Crystal Maiden.
The greed. Ember Spirit. Mina just went, I want this kill. I want this kill. I'm probably going to die for it, but that's okay. I want this kill.
Just very shocking. Very shocking, and he doesn't get the kill. I mean, that might be a bit of a cocky play there. Well, I'm sure he'll learn his lesson from that one. Not the best play in the world, but maybe he was trying to show off a bit. Or maybe he really just wanted that kill. Nevertheless, this Ember Spirit, he's kind of in the mid of the net worth graph right now. Not doing too badly, but not doing the best. It's a bit slow for an Ember. In fact, his Enigma is above him, as well as the Monkey King. Enigma, he's gone for that same Midas build, and actually top lane. Looks like there might be some issues going on because Crucial actually manages to get out of there before he dies, so good TP out. But I was just saying, Enigma went for the same kind of build that the opposing team went for last time. He's picked up a Midas.
Yeah, but the difference is here, Enigma has a 10-minute Midas. Last game, the guy got a 20-minute Midas.
Yeah, it was probably worse than that, I think. And actually, ABC almost getting ganked up. But yeah, you're right. It was more than double the time it took him to get the Midas. So this is probably a good pickup on ABC's part in comparison. It looks like he's thinking about a black hole here. Noah's there. So this could be massive, the Enigma. He's really trying to bait Azosh out, I feel. The stun comes out again, but now maybe too low of a HP. Cappuccino is jumping in. He's really trying to bait them. I can feel it here. Noah's going to come in and save the day, though. No, Ember Spirit from the backlines comes in. He's going to go into the NS. The smoke comes out as well. A lot of silence is going on here. Terrorblade, he's trying to help out Riki with the ulti right now. Mina, he will get the kill. It looks like the Night Stalker did die as well. And Aquafina, I mean, he's not getting out anywhere. The chain's there as well. There was no black hole committed, but they still end up getting 3 kills for themselves.
Riki God. Noah God.
Yeah.
That's the baseline of this game. Noah is a god.
I can't disagree with you, mate. Noah is proving the masses wrong or right or whatever they believe in. He's doing really well for himself. And I mean, they're going to go for this tier 1 push. There's nothing that can stop them. They've still got the black hole up. I mean, although Enigma doesn't really have a blink yet, still, and it looks like they're going to try and glimpse Tony Cappuccino in. Noah, he's trying to give the vision here. And I think he might have just gotten it, but is the Disruptor out of range? No, it looks like the Terrorblade just stopped. Noah's pinging him out, saying, let's take this guy down. And Tony has no idea what's going on. Now Mina, he jumps in with a haste rune of all things. And yeah, Tony, he can't even get the Sunder off because of the silence. And Mina, he'll pick up another kill. He's on a killing spree now. They're taking the tier 1 as well. It looks like the tier 2's been taken down at top by Crucial Taunt. But Noah will be there to defend that. So things going relatively well for the Dire at the moment. Look at that. Enigma, he's TPing top as well to try and help out. But such a delay on the TP. FeedGod actually gets a kill onto Mina. Now Crucial Taunt gets stunned up by ABC. Are they going to give it the black hole? Of course not. He still holds on to it. But, I mean, yeah, they took him out again. Good little rotation from the Enigma.
This is the best part about Beastmaster as a hero, is the fact that you just push towers. Oh, the enemy team all went to the other lane. They all went bottom to take that T1. They all went bottom to take that fight to kill my Terrorblade. That's okay. I'll just solo this tower, and I'll just take out your T2 as well. Maybe I'll even go high ground. And that's the beauty of the hero. It's the fact that you can split push with it. Is because offlaners are normally not the hero you use to split push.
Look at Azosh, top lane. ABC, he wants the black hole. You can feel it. He's going to use it. And they'll use it on one. The TP's coming in. Noah's there, though. They'll get the kill. FeedGod's here, though. But he runs into the smoke, and he realizes he's too slow to catch up after that. Again, great positioning from Noah with the smoke cloud. Always predicting these things. He knows exactly what's going on. And now ABC, he's going to blink dagger. So he's going to have that perfect positioning with the black hole the next time it's available.
This comes down to Noah is a god.
Yeah.
I don't even know how he's doing it.
Oh, ABC.
I
Oh, yep. No, he does get caught out. I was going to say the Roar. It will happen. And there's a silence and kinetic field from the Disruptor. He's going to get a return kill here. And Aquafina, he's in trouble as well. Noah goes down. FeedGod, you've got to get the hell out of there. Boundless Strike. And I think FeedGod, he might lose his life. He's man fighting, but the smoke cloud's there. The Necro units are going to try and help out here. Melliflox copying a bit of damage. And he's got to be careful not to kill off the red one. Noah almost dies to it, in fact. But, I mean, my goodness. Again, they kill off the Enigma, but what does it matter when you lose 2 cores for it? Mina almost going down. And no, he actually gets out of there somehow. Now, TPing out, and he'll be back in just a second. In fact, Tony Cappuccino's got to be careful. Because he's very low. He might be baiting them out for the Sunder play. But has to be careful, because Ember Spirit can take him out pretty darn fast.
Oh, they're all grouped up.
Yeah.
Beastmaster's not split pushing.
He's not split pushing. That's not good news. The black hole is down, though. The black hole is not available at the moment. It's still a 70-second cooldown. But maybe they think it's up. Azosh, he's going to lose his life. No, actually, it was a Terrorblade. Azosh now will lose his life, though. The Beastmaster's there, but he's way too late. Crucial Taunt has to back out of there. Mina, though, he's been altered up by the Viper. Now, the Monkey King ulti comes out. They take out the Ember Spirit. Noah, he's going to be there to try and save the day, but they commit the ulti for him. He's going to try and spam that R button, but he doesn't get it off. FeedGod will get the kill. That's a double kill for him. Airborne glimpses him back, but now he's frostbitten. Crucial Taunt. No, in fact, CM will get the kill. Aquafina, he's going to enjoy himself there, and that's 3 down. That's a big, big turn of events, and they get 1.6k gold swing from that.
That was actually very, very unfortunate. The fact that the MK didn't jump down from the trees fast enough. Because the timing was MK jumps down from the trees, he lands his slow, and then you break the trees as the Enigma. Because that Midnight Pulse does break trees.
Yeah.
But the Enigma's tree breaking was tad bit too early. And MK was actually stunned for the majority of that fight. And he got this position to a point where his ulti was completely useless.
Yeah. Well, I'd like to answer a question, and I'll wait. Hold on a minute. There's a bit of action here. Noah. Glimpse back for the Beastmaster. They really want him. No Raw available. And is there a black hole? Yes, there is. They'll get 3, and they're just gonna melt. My goodness, they didn't even give me a chance. I've got to say, this is just looking so bad again for the Radiant. They had a good fight, now it's going bad again. Tony Cappuccino, this poor man, he's just trying to play his Terrorblade and he can't get any down and farm. And now the Ember Spirit jumps in. Mina, he's going to look for the last hit. He will end up getting it. And 4 down again, Tendou. Now, I was just going to try and answer a question from the chat. It's from Brazius Golf. He asks, what does it take to go up against the Viper lane? Now, in my opinion, generally when you're going up against cancer, you need something like chemotherapy. So that's my answer. Tendou, what do you need against the Viper lane?
To go up against a Viper, you need tons of regen.
Yeah,
that's the basic sense of it. Because every time you hit him, every time you harass him, you're gonna lose HP. Every time he hits you, you're gonna lose even more HP. So normally speaking, as a mid laner to a mid laner, you're gonna be harassing each other. You're gonna hit him, he's gonna hit you, right? Unfortunately, both sides will damage you. You hit him, you damage yourself. He hits you, he hits you, he damages you even more than when you hit him. So the key is to you hit him, but you have to regen. You have to have enough regen to sustain yourself after you hurt yourself because of that. That's
kind of hilarious though. You're harassing somebody, but they're harassing you back without even trying. Azosh, top lane. There's no black hole, but he's literally going to get soloed by this Enigma. No black hole. He just gets soloed by an Enigma. My goodness.
This is a really good move because his team is bottom.
Yeah.
So the Enigma is split pushing. He's doing what Beastmaster should be doing. But Beastmaster's too scared now because when he goes off to split push, he doesn't have any sentries or anything like that. So he'll see maybe one hero, and then all of a sudden, you got another hero with you. But now that the Beastmaster has the Necro 3, the Necro 3 gives True Sight. So at this point, you have to be split pushing. Because these team fights aren't going to go your way unless somebody disables the black hole. Unfortunately for the side of Radiant, they only have Frostbite, they have Primal Roar, and they have the Night Stalker's mini stun.
I mean,
the Void.
The thing is, like, Beastmaster, he's gotten himself a relatively quick Necro 3. He's also got the max aura, like he's level 14, he's got the max aura. I mean, it feels like the push would be so darn fast if they could just win a good little team fight. Obviously, like you said, they could just also wait for the black hole to be down and go for one there, but even with the black hole, it feels like unavailable. It feels like they can't win. Mina, he's getting ganked up though. This could be the opportunity they're looking for, and actually Hyper, no, ABC, oh, he cancels the black hole. He completely screwed it, but they'll still go for Azosh, and the smoke cloud's there, and Azosh looks like he's going to lose his life, but now Viper, realizing what the Enigma's done, goes back onto him. That's a double kill for Feed God. They ping out Noah, but they don't have any detection at the moment. And, I mean, look, it's still a massive win for them at the end of the day. 2 for 1. They get the black hole onto cooldown as well. And this could be a tier 2 at least. And actually, Noah gets a kill into Aqua. I wasn't even looking because I wasn't expecting that. But now they see him. They've got the Necro 3 units. And Crucial Thought has to be a bit careful there, Noah. He will lose his life for the sake of the Crystal Maiden. I'm not sure if that was worth it. But yeah, this could be a tier 2 push now.
Necro 3 are 20 seconds from dying. They'll get chip damage on this tower, but they're not going to kill this tower. Especially with the fact that the Remnant's down. Now, this might be a play here. Because the Remnant is there, and they know the Remnant is there. So you just wait for the Remnant, and then you stun and silence, and oh.
Yeah, no, it looks like the play is coming from the other end. And, I mean, there's a bit of fear coming out here from the side of the Radiant. ABC jumps in with the stun feed god. He has a BKB though, and this doesn't look good for ABC. I think he's going down. He will indeed. That crucial taunt, trying to go for a bit of a kill still there, and he actually gets it, mind you. The Raw's there onto the Monkey King. The ball's dealing a lot of damage, but there's a silence from Airborne and the kinetic field holding him in place. Now, there will be a jump in from Mina. He'll get the kill. Beastmaster, he's gone too far. He tried to go for Melliflox, but unsuccessful. And what looked like it could have been a good play for Parallax, like you were saying on the Ember, unfortunately worked out the exact opposite.
The mistake was actually the fact that Night Stalker silenced, and then Viper Eels. Because Eels will purge the silence.
Yeah.
Not only will it purge the silence, but you have this level 1 crippling fear. Its nighttime duration is 5 seconds. Even if it didn't purge it.
Let's look at this. I mean, you were just having a chat about him, and Noah just takes him out, and they don't even have detection to find him. You were saying what before Noah interrupted?
Oh no, sorry. The eel scepter is on the Ember. That's my mistake. I thought Viper had eels for some odd reason. But there's the eels on the Ember Spirit, so you silence the Ember and he'll just eels himself, and then he walks scot free. But the problem here is, if he has eels, that means he doesn't have that much damage. Especially with the fact that he doesn't have the Veil, that means he's actually lacking in that damage department.
Well,
which comes to my surprise is the fact that Ember Spirit is going for a Battle Fury.
Yeah, well, that's I mean, yeah, he's going for that. He's going for like that physical style Ember. He doesn't believe in the magic damage, and we were talking at the start in the draft. We were even saying, you know, the positive about this Ember pick is the magic damage he dishes out, because the Terrorblade has, you know, high armor, but, you know, basically no magical defense and low HP. But now he's transitioning into the, you know, the attack style build, and I don't know. Is this the play? Is it smart?
It could be, actually. Because the Ember Spirit didn't have a good lane. He's up against a Viper. You're never gonna have a good lane. Viper. I fucking hate that hero so much.
You know, Viper is one of those heroes that I think John may have said, no, actually, it looks like there's going to be some action bot lane. We'll just wait that one out. Azosh will be the target. Mina will have to back off, though. He's half HP. And now Crucial Taunt. He's looking for a Roar. He'll find it on the Disruptor. Noah's there, though. He's got to be careful. They do actually find Noah, though. Do they have a gem? No, they don't. I don't know how they're seeing him. Oh, it's the Necro 3. My apologies.
Necro 3.
Yeah, and Noah, he'll manage to blink out of there, but they lost their Disruptor, and oh no, he jumped back in. No, he'll get out. Never mind. I was just about to say, I don't know if it was, I think it might have been John who said, God is dead and Viper killed him. Because we were talking about the Viper. Anyway, disregarding that, it looks like there's going to be a push on the tier 1. I don't know if they can stop this, Tendou.
They can.
There's a
they have black hole.
Yeah, I just realized that. ABC, he drops the Midnight Pulse first. Actually, but the tier 1, look how much damage it's copying. They won't even get the deny, unfortunately. Melliflox tried for it. They're going to go for a gank, though. Airborne, he's baiting, I think. He glimpses the Beastmaster first, but he's copying a lot of damage, and they're just not in the right position to go for this. And they give one support kill away, but Noah! Oh, there's the Black Hole onto 3. And Beastmaster's going down. Now the Terrorblade, and I mean, Viper's not going to last too long either. Although he does BKB Noah, he does go down for this. Aquafina, he's copying so much damage by this Enigma, and I think Enigma's going to get this kill into Aquafina. The question is, can they get the kill into Feed God? I don't think they can. Although the Balance Strike is available in about 7 seconds. There's a TP out. Are they going to jump in? Melliflox bit late on the jump. Yeah. Yeah.
So close. So close.
So close yet so far, unfortunately. And yeah, they won't get the kill, but at the end of the day, they still get a good team fight, 2-3 on the side of the Dire.
That was a beautiful black hole. Due to the fact that Enigma has a BKB now, you can't stop the black hole unless your Primal Roar. That's the only thing that can stop it now.
Yeah.
And because that's the only thing that can stop it, the Crystal Maiden kind of walked up there and just ultied. She's like, oh, he has a BKB. Huh. Well then.
Ooh, this Melliflox bot lane actually gets stunned up here by Crucial Taunt. And that's going to be a dead Monkey King. Unfortunately, his ulti doesn't really matter at that point. And it was good for the armor, I suppose, but he got a tier 2, had to give away his life for it, so not the worst trade in the world, but the Radiant do get a lot of gold. They got about 1k from that. So, not too bad for the Radiant either on that one. It looks like there might be a teamfight initiation here from Noah, though. Well, if he did run into the mid lane, he's going to find a lot, but now they're pinging out Airborne. In fact, Aquafina, he is there. There is a glimpse, but it doesn't matter. They'll get Airborne immediately. And this might be another push attempt onto the tier 2 mid. And this time around, Enigma doesn't have the black hole for about 15 seconds. So, can they defend it? I don't know here. I just don't know.
They can't. They're trading. They've decided that they can't take that, so they're going to trade.
I suppose this is one of the problems with the Enigma, right? Like, it's the timing of that black hole. You just have to always work around it. Oh, there's the reflection. Noah, ulti committed. Viper copying a bit of damage here. Noah blinks out into the trees. They can't actually find him. Good little play there from Noah. And that'll be it. He actually walks away with a tier 2 for free. And they'll get no kind of punishment for that. Apart from losing their own tier 2 mid, but I mean that's just a straight swap. I was gonna, as I was saying,
beautiful.
Yeah, I mean, we were talking about the Enigma. I mean, you've got to kind of time the whole game around the guy's ulti, which is really a problem for these Enigma pickups.
It's a problem, but at the same time, it's okay because come on, let's be honest. We're not used to Centaur where you're blinking and then you're stunning every 10 seconds. We're used to these days Tidehunter with that 2-minute cooldown, RP with that, I think it was 100-second cooldown, Naga Song, Void Ulti, Chronosphere. So this Enigma with the long cooldown is perfectly normal. Now it's just what he does during that downtime. This is what's going to define him as a player.
Oh, Aquafina. The poor CM support gets taken down. They're going to start chasing Noah, though, for some kind of revenge kill. He's been silenced. Can he get the R off? No, he can't. Mina tried to help out. Actually, they're going to jump in for this one. There is a black hole this time around. There's a BKB. Comes out from Feed God at the moment. Melliflox, he's man-fighting this one. And it looks like Beastmaster trying to take out this Enigma before the black hole comes out. The BKB, though, is there. He's going to go for a black hole onto 2. He will get it. And Nightstalker, no, in fact, Terrorblade will lose his life. Nightstalker's still alive, trying to run out. Crucial Taunt, he's in trouble now. They do have the Yules, so they will cancel the TP, and he'll go down. But 4 for 1 so far, Tendou, and I think Azosh may possibly lose his life. They jumped the wrong way, and yeah, no, he'll get away, but 4 for 1.
Airport man! Airport man! He blinked to a good spot. It was a good spot if there weren't trees there. There's a spot in here?
I mean, at the end of the day, it's still 4 for 1. Still working out for Tub.
That was beautiful. Beautiful from both sides, actually. The Night Stalker tossed his Urn Charge onto the Enigma. That's the only reason why Enigma didn't have a better black hole, because his blink was being cancelled by Urn.
Yeah.
And that was a beautiful play from this Night Stalker.
Oh, look at this. They get a kill straight away onto Aquafina again. Noah is just being a real pest towards that poor CM. Now, Night Stalker looks like he's going to die as well. He's been smoked up. Good Sunder out there from Tony Cappuccino. And they can man-fight this one, I think. Feed God, he commits the... well, he hasn't committed anything yet. He's copying a lot of damage from Melliflox. Crucial Taunt jumps in for the stun of the Enigma, but loses his life immediately. And I thought they could fight this, but apparently not. The Enigma may lose his life to Azosh here, and in fact he will. So that's 1 for 1. Oh no, 1 for 3. My apologies. Apparently there's a lot going on in the background. Mina has been doing some work while I've been concentrating on the Night Stalker. And Night Stalker will be able to walk that one off. Barely misses the kinetic field from the Disruptor's end. But this is at least a tier 2 and perhaps maybe a tier 3. No? Yes? No. They won't go for it. No? Yes, they will. No, they won't. No, they will. And in fact, Aquafina, I mean, that's just unfortunate. But Noah is just, I mean, he will not leave her alone. This is absolute bullying here, Tendou.
Yeah, that was so unfortunate. This is the problem with CM as a hero. She's just so squishy at the late game that if you don't position to a 100% certainty, 100% positioning, with that way you have like no error, that's the only way that you live past it. Now, I love this. I absolutely love this. I haven't seen this in so long. Ember Spirit is going for a second Battle Fury.
Oh,
it's almost completed actually.
That's it. That's a Dota 1 strategy right there.
Dota 1 strategy. Yeah, it was actually.
It
now
really
that I
was.
think about it.
It really was. That was, I mean, it was in the early stages of Dota 2 as well once Ember came out. But Dota 1, that was what you did. You just got spammed Battle Furies pretty much on any carry, but especially on Ember Spirit, just for the sake of doing it. And, I mean, it was disgusting, obviously, at the time, because it was so imbalanced. Mina, mid lane, on his own, feeling very confident, though. Probably has Remnant out there somewhere. They do have the Roar, though, and there might be enough time, and in fact, it will be. He will lose his life, and that's not the, that's probably not what he wanted to do, Noah. He is there. He might consider a jump right now, but it looks like good blink out from Airborne, but he's still on the uphill. He has to TP, but it gets cancelled, and now he's dead. So 2 going down. ABC, is he going to go for the black hole? No, he won't. Realizing there's no follow-up if he does, and he'll back the hell out of there, but 2 down for really no reason. They just lost their lives there.
Ember Spirit was confident because he did have a Remnant out there. But he couldn't jump to it because he got Primal Roared, and this is the most disgusting part of Beastmaster, especially now that there's a talent tree. Level 15, +1 boar. So you summon 2 boars.
Yeah.
Level 20, 12% cooldown reduction.
That is pretty disgusting. Aquafina. Speaking of disgusting, Aquafina dies again. I mean, Noah's just being, you know, he's just being unfair now. He's just being unfair.
This is, as a 4-position support player, the best thing you could ever hope for is a Crystal Maiden in the game. Because you see that Crystal Maiden and you bully that Crystal Maiden. You feed off that Crystal Maiden. You're a vampire now. You suck its blood. You suck that blood and make yourself cold-hearted. And all of a sudden you have items.
Yeah.
Like, look at this Ricky. We're 35 minutes in on this 4 position. He's closing in on his Lotus Orb. He has a Diffusal level 2 and a Blink. That's not something you're supposed to see on a 4 position support at 35 minutes. They're not. They're far ahead. They're really far ahead. This Ricky did a lot of work in this early game, but ever since that Viper got a BKB, and a Hurricane Pike for that matter, this Noah Smoke Cloud all of a sudden isn't doing as much as we're expecting it to, because we're so used to that game 1 where this Ricky just did absolutely everything.
You know, I was just looking at Ember Spirit, you know, farming, because he has double Battle Fury, and I look at that and think to myself, how the hell are they going to push if the Ember Spirit's up now? He's just going to be able to clear every wave with one Sleight of Fist. Like, that's what he's legitimately doing, and I don't know if they can even push if he's alive anymore. Tony Cappuccino could have been in a bit of trouble there. It looks like there's going to be a jump in, and they will get the chains on the poor CM, and I mean, what can he do? Aquafina will lose his life. ABC still holding onto the black hole. There's nobody to really black hole quite yet, but this should be a tier 3 attempt. I mean, CM down, Black Hole up. No, in fact, they're not going to go for it quite yet. They're not interested. They're going for the Roshan.
Except little did they know, there's a Night Stalker in the Roshan.
Well, that makes it kind of obvious that, you know, what they're doing, but I think they're kind of sitting there going, well, can they even stop us? If you know, like, because we got an Enigma outside with a Black Hole. How are they going to stop us?
When you take the fight to Roche Pit or to T3s, the problem is the fact that there is that small entrance. And that entrance is what makes heroes like Enigma so good. Heroes like Void, Magnus. When you're playing from behind, that's the absolute best place to fight. Is because there's just a small gap. Small opening.
Yeah, and look at this. Speaking of small opening, Crucial barely gets away with his life there. There was no stun up. Unfortunately, Airborne got the vision way too late. But yeah, I mean, that's what I was thinking. The thing is with the Roche Pit is, you've got that small opening, you jump in, then there's a Disruptor Enigma outside just waiting for you to walk into the Roche Pit. They're praying you do. They don't even want a free Roshan, they want you to come jump in, so then they can take a Rax afterwards. I mean, I'm scared for Parallax right now. I mean, they can win team fights, we know that. They can push very fast, we know that, but if one fight goes wrong, it feels like they're screwed here.
The other problem is the fact that because the Viper got his BKB so early, he's down to a 6-second BKB, and we're only 38 minutes in. Against this spell-heavy lineup, that's not a good sign.
No, you are correct in saying that. That's a terrible sign. It looks like there's going to be a push attempt here as well. Beastmaster, like we talked about, doing the right thing. He's split pushing. He has a TP on him ready to go. And if they're not careful, he could actually take a tier 3 himself if they leave him uncontested for it. Because, I mean, he just pushes so darn fast. So they've got to make some kind of play here if they really want it. It looks like they'll start with the Midnight Pulse. Now the ulti coming in from the Monkey King, the Boundless Strike as well. And the tier 3 being chipped down, but the tier 2 was taken down top. Now Beastmaster actually joins in, decides not to go for the rat play. So he's going to try and man fight this, but this leaves it all open for the Dire to go for. Feed God jumps in, and Enigma's waiting quite calmly. Disruptor as well. And there's a Hurricane Pike onto the Enigma, and again, he's been earned up, so he can't really blink at the moment. He's actually got an Aghanim Scepter, mind you, as well, so that's going to be a lot of damage. Now, Noah, he jumps in with the ulti. Still no one dead, though. The Shrine's there. But the tier 3 is being chipped down. Ember Spirit with the Yules. Oh, Terrorblade, he's been caught out. He's been silenced. There's no Sunder available. He's going to go down. Now the Black Hole onto 1. But Viper's the target. Look at the damage he's copping from that Midnight Pulse Aghanim's ulti. Actually, it's going the way of the Radiant now. Crucial Taunt. He jumps in. They want to try and get off this Enigma at least, but they can't get the kill because of the kinetic field. The Boundless Strike as well. Crucial Taunt might lose his life to Mina. He had the Aegis. Tony Cappuccino has to be careful. In fact, did he buy back? Melliflox, he's getting out of there. And actually, there's one down. It's Aquafina. Another buyback coming out from Crucial Taunt. NS, is he going to lose his life? No, he won't, as Osh will survive through it. The team fight's still going somehow. Mina, he backs off. Melliflox jumps back in. Beastmaster, he's still alive, but now he might be in trouble. Jingu Mastery, no, he'll get taken down by Feed God. And now it's a 2-for-1 trade, except for all the buybacks happen. Terrorblade, he's going to get taken down. Will he? No. Yes, he will. Viper, he gets Yules up as well. And Feed God, no, he has the Hurricane Pike, in fact. And Ember Spirit will be the one losing his life. ABC jumps back in, now jumps back out. And Airborne will walk the hell out of there. And it's a 3-for-3, but my goodness, was there a lot of buybacks there. And Tendou, what the hell did I just look at?
That was beautiful. First mistake on the side of Tubbs. The Monkey King was actually standing in the CM ulti for the longest time without ever canceling the CM ulti. So he popped his Aegis needlessly. That was the first mistake on the side of Tubbs. And that's the only reason I feel is the reason why Parallax was able to hold. Now we just talked about how long of a fight that was. Now, what if Beastmaster never TP'd back.
Yeah. That's a good point. In fact, that's a very good point because
I feel like if the Beastmaster didn't TP back, those top racks would be theirs. It's either that or they all TP back and they kill off the Beastmaster. Right? Either way, for an offlaner, if they all TP back for you instead of pushing your T3, that's a dream. You're a god all of a sudden. Well, yeah, you've fed that one kill, but your team still has the buybacks.
Well, I suppose the question is, like, how much does he really have to offer in a team fight? Like, after the Raw, I guess he slows down people and deals a bit of damage, but I mean, that to me, that would have been the play. Like, just keep going for the top racks. You know, at the end of the day, you're either going to force them back to you, because honestly, a solo Beastmaster can take it down faster than the whole team of the Dire. So, I mean, it was probably a mistake for him to come back. He also committed a buyback, as well as, I believe it was the Terrorblade that committed the buyback as well. So, I mean...
Terrorblade bought back? I think Viper bought back, right?
Oh, that's right. Yeah, it must have been the Viper.
No, Viper did not. Viper did not. Who else bought back? I feel like there was more buybacks than just two.
Well, there was two buybacks. I know one of them was the Beastmaster. In fact, if you look at the buyback graph right now, literally nobody has one on either team. There is none available. Which is quite hilarious. Mina, top lane. He's going for a kill here. He's found Crucial Taunt. Unfortunately, can't get any chains off now. Noah, he'll be there to try and scout this Beastmaster out, but TP straight away. Those balls are a bit ridiculous to look at, but with a double Battle Fury, it's basically one hit away from just cleaving them down. No issues whatsoever. Disruptor, he'll get caught out, but he does have that Rod of Atos, and he will get the hell out of there safely. And things slowing down quite a lot.
No, this is really good for the side of Tubbs, because you have that window where they don't have buybacks, which means they have to farm their buybacks again, since they just lost a ton of gold. The best part is Mina. He's going for this Daedalus.
Well, Mina is in a bit of trouble, but there's a black hole onto 3, and Ember Spirit, he's silenced up, so he can't do much, but there's going to be a double black hole onto 3 again, but he misses the Crystal Maiden, but look at the damage! Tony Cappuccino is going to turn around. Noah's there, though, and now Mina joins in again. I mean, Aquafina, you're going to sleep, and my goodness, I mean, what can you say about ABC? He literally just finished the game for the side of the Dire. He literally just won the game for them.
God. This is plain and simple. This is God maneuvers.
Oh, he literally just won them the game, Tendou. I think that's GG. They can't win. There's no buybacks.
There's no buybacks, and the next core to O.
Yeah.
Well, there's a call.
Yeah, they called it. Beastmaster's down. That's 5 down now. So there was yeah, that's it. I mean, well, GG well played, I suppose, Tendou. Tub Enthusiast, they pick up both games. That'll be a 2-0. And, I mean, what can you say? They just completely dominated both games.
That was absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. The way that they played. This Ricky is a god. This Enigma, both games, he did almost absolutely perfect. He whiffed the black hole, and I'm never gonna let him live him down for this. But he whiffed the black hole. But otherwise, he's always had the best black holes in the game.
Yeah,
like nobody could cancel it. Primal Roar was down. He had a BKB. He blinks in. He catches the 2 main cores, the Viper and the Terrorblade. Mina, God decision. Best decision. I don't know if you noticed this, but he actually died in that last fight. He bought back, and he had a remnant there just to come back in, blow up the Crystal Maiden, and all of a sudden, they have everyone up, and the enemy only had a Beastmaster.
I mean,
Right.
there's
No,
really like not too much you can say. Like they just beautifully played. It's one of those teams we're gonna have to keep an eye on because they're clearly quite talented here, Tendou. Now, that'll be it for today. It was a best of 2 series, and they got it 2-0 anyway. Tendou, do you have any shout-outs or any socials you want to tell people about?
No, I do stream though. Twitch.tv/Tendou0. That's the number 0, not the word 0. and shout out to Mike because he butchered my name on his stream title. And when I told him about it, he said, "What was it that you said? It's already too late. Screw it."
Well, I mean, you know, we're casting a game together in like, what is it, tomorrow or the next day? So I'll fix it then. I'll get it right the second time. So follow Tendou on Twitch. Follow me on Twitch if you like me, and on Twitter at MLPDota. Tendou, it's been a pleasure. I've got to go to work in an hour, so I'm gonna go get ready. But everyone, thanks for watching. It's like I said, it's been a pleasure. You guys have a great day ahead. Again, it's been MLP and Tendou. All right.